Good evening and welcome to the DYB Youth Baseball World Series presented by Big League Chew. We're coming to you live from Clarence L. Tart Memorial Park in Dunn, North Carolina. My name is Christian Hoffman as part of the Synergy Sports and Entertainment team. Today we are bringing you live Division I action as the two teams that we have remaining here for this one are Lancaster, South Carolina and Longview, Texas. We've been looking forward to this one. Should be a fun one. Lancaster, South Carolina comes in at 5-0 on the weekend. Longview, Texas comes in at 4-0. Let's meet the starting lineups first for the visitors. Starting lineups today brought to you by Team Pass. Leading off and playing second base is number 27, Jordan Mann. Batting second is Dax Houghton. He'll be the shortstop. Batting third is number 13, D.K. McLean as the third baseman. Batting fourth is the center fielder, T.J. Jones. Batting fifth is Luke Montgomery. He's the left fielder. Batting sixth is the pitcher, Luke Hayes. Batting seventh behind the plate is Eli Cooper. Batting eighth, playing left center field, is Paul Walker. Batting ninth is number 24, William Wright. He'll play first base. Batting 10th is number 1, Diego Escamilla. And rounding out the lineup, batting 11th is a designated hitter, Everett Sinclair. This Texas team from Longview is managed by Darby Mann. He is assisted by Matt Wright, Johnny Escamilla, and Jason Montgomery. Quickly, let's go through South Carolina. Leading off is the right fielder, Jaden Robinson. Batting second, the third baseman, Noah Croxton. Batting third is the shortstop, Colton Thomas. The catcher is Sawyer Lehman, batting cleanup. J.J. Kennedy is the first baseman. He'll bat fifth. Batting sixth is Wiley Allen, the second baseman. Batting seventh is the left fielder, Eli Hale. Batting eighth is the left center fielder, Carson Fell. Batting ninth is a designated hitter, Bryson Tyre. Batting 10th is Grayson Thames. Batting 11th is the pitcher, Reed Blackman. And rounding out the lineup is number 22, Creighton Eubanks. He'll play right field. This South Carolina team, hailing from Lancaster, is managed by Joel Allen, assisted by Lael Allen, and Sean Thomas, and Brandon Hale. So this should be a good one. We have been looking forward to this one as we've seen the brackets kind of break. Texas, we last saw last night. They got the day off for the most part. This is their only game today. They have been a steamroller here so far. In pool play, they defeated Virginia 3-2. They defeated Tennessee 15-2. And then in bracket action yesterday, they beat North Carolina 6-2 and then shut out Arkansas 7-0 by jumping out to a 3-run first inning. Lancaster, South Carolina has done it defensively. They've only allowed runs in 2 of their 5 games, 3 shutouts so far, and won their way into this one with an 11-2 win over Georgia earlier today. First pitch is taken down low. Jordan Mann is your leadoff man. The second baseman wears number 27. Texas in the red, white, and blue. South Carolina in the gray, blue, and white.
Now batting number 8, Derek Slaughter Jr.
Jordan Mann takes a couple of pitches and lifts this one down over to right field. In to make the play is the right fielder, Eli Hale, for the first out of the contest.
Number 2, Dax Houghton.
Dax Houghton now steps in. Dax Houghton digs in. Top of the first inning, second batter of the contest.
Now batting number 2.
Pitch is low for Dax Houghton. Nickname is Hollywood. Third grader at Pine Tree Elementary. Best part of playing baseball is playing with his friends. A scorching day here once again. Maybe not quite as hot as it was yesterday, at least not as we're cooling off a bit, as I can say, from an air-conditioned press box here. That one is high. Looks like the last pitch of the at-bat will be upcoming. So each hitter is able to see 5 pitches in total, but the at-bat cannot end on a foul ball. And this one is fired in, a little bit inside, lifted back our way. And I think safely. Everybody looks okay down there. Our shortstop runs off the field to drop something off and is right back. So an action pitch coming up here for Hollywood Houghton. This one is lifted to right field once again. And once again, Eli Hale up to the task. 2 up, 2 down. And DK McLean, the number 3 hitter, steps in. DK McLean. Favorite baseball memory is hitting his first over-the-fence home run. DK, short for Decaden. Ball is fired in there. I do remember that from our pitcher coach last night. Every coach pitches a little differently. This one's got a little gas on it. This ball is rocketed off the glove of our third baseman over for South Carolina. That was Noah Croxton. And a base knock there for McLean. I'll tell you what, if you hit the ball that hard, you should be rewarded with a base knock. And he was. Hit the ball absolutely on the screws, did McLean. Now brings up TJ Jones, looking to get a 2-out rally going here for Texas. This one is hit foul back our way. I'll tell you, the Texas crowd is over to our right down the first base line. The first time I've seen so far in the tournament tents not being used. I think the temperatures might be dropping a little bit, and maybe those Texans are just built a little different than the rest of us. Oh goodness, that one could have been a little dangerous, as it was hit pretty sharply into the walkway down the first base line, but everybody looks to be okay. Another pitch incoming, and that one's low to Jones. So TJ Jones, the center fielder, bats cleanup. Thomas Jones the third, I should say. This ball is lifted deep down the left field line and is a fair ball as far as I can tell. Yes, it is. Rounding third, heading for home. Gets out of the way of the umpire, and he is safe. Boy, an adventurous turn there for McLean. And a double for TJ Jones puts Texas on the board, 1-0. Luke Montgomery now the next man up as a 2-out rally is going here. Let's take a look. USA Baseball play of the game, maybe a little early. We'll see what it turns out to be. That one drops in just maybe a couple of feet inside the line, down the left field line. McLean comes around third, has a little dance with the umpire, able to slide in and beat the tag to make it a 1-0 game. Ball fired in for the first pitch. That is taken by Montgomery.
No pitch. No pitch.
Nope, no pitch. That one didn't count. We'll do it again. So Jones on at second with 2 outs. This one is laced right back up the middle. Shortstop, what a play! Ranging over to his left, we've seen Colton Thomas make a couple of plays, and that's another web gem right there to end the top of the first. Your score after a half. Texas 1, South Carolina coming to bat. You're with us watching the DYB Youth Baseball World Series, presented by Big League Chew.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat, and even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Welcome back. Boy, a great play made there by Colton Thomas, who's due up third in the order. Let's take a look at that. Play made at shortstop to end the last half inning there. Ball is ripped up the middle, over to make the play. I'll tell you what, this is going to be a nip-tuck affair. I have a feeling that one might loom large here, as that certainly would have likely scored a run there. So Jaden Robinson will step in to lead things off for South Carolina. Robinson, known as Big Papa for this Lancaster, South Carolina team. As I mentioned, 3 shutouts so far on the weekend, allowed 5 runs and a 14-5 win back 2 days ago. And then this one hugs the line all the way down to left field. Rounding first and heading for second is Robinson. Ball gets away. He's going to go to third. Right fielder comes up and fires over. Ball gets away. Is Robinson going to have a chance to get home? He's running. Throw comes in late. We've got a tied ball game with the leadoff man in the bottom of the first. Robinson scores. Let's say a double down the line. A couple of errors bring him home. And just like that, we're back square, 1-1. Our left fielder fires in a pretty good throw there, Montgomery, but just the second baseman unable to come up and make the play. Then a wild throw over to third base, gets under the glove of our third baseman over there. This one is lifted high on the infield. Pitcher comes in, charges, and makes the play. That is Luke Hayes flashing the leather. So 1 out on a pop-up on the infield. Colton Thomas, who we just showed you, the shortstop, making the great play to end the last half inning, and he comes up with nobody on and 1 out. This one is skied down the first base line. Couple of steps into foul territory. No problem, though, for William Wright. So a couple of pop-outs after the leadoff, let's say, Little League home run. Really a double with a couple of throwing errors. Sawyer Lehman now, the catcher, digs in. This one is skied once again. It'll find the grass. No, the second baseman goes back and makes the play. So 3 straight pop-ups as Jordan Mann will end the inning. So 1-1 your score as we go to the top of the second. You are watching DYB Youth Baseball live from Dunn, North Carolina.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Welcome back to a quick moving top of the second inning here. Luke Hayes, Eli Cooper, and Paul Walker due up for the visitors from Longview, Texas. As we've been watching a lot of baseball up here in the press box, we kind of had our eyes on these 2 teams. Going to be fun to see how they square off, and so far after 1, it's been a fun, quick-moving, well-played game. Tied at 1, not at all a surprise. So leading off, as mentioned, is Luke Hayes. He's the pitcher. Nicknamed Showtime. Hayes is a rising 3rd grader at Hudson Pep. Best part of baseball is turning double plays. Has not had an opportunity to do so yet as he takes the first pitch. This one is hit on a line and through the right side. Right fielder up with it, had a chance, not really. Kind of a grounder a little bit too slow to try to throw him out at first. So Luke Hayes is on with a leadoff single. And Eli Cooper comes up to the dish. Known as Coop, Elijah Cooper is a rising 4th grader at Parkway Elementary back in Longview. The best part of baseball for Coop, encouraging the other team and the other batters as a catcher. Those catchers love to chat. Cooper takes the first one. Coop's favorite baseball memory is hitting an inside the park grand slam during the state tournament. This one is going to be fouled off toward the first base side. And chase given by several different players. Somehow, don't know why, Reed Blackman ends up on his Tookus. Everybody's okay and will live to play another day. The slightest of breezes coming in from left field. This one is hammered foul down the third base line. So we got him fouled down the third base line, fouled down the first base line, and now Cooper just got to put one in play. 1-1 your score in the top of the second. Two undefeated teams. The winner of this one will play tomorrow morning against Virginia. The loser of this one, we're not sure who they're going to play yet. The loser of this one will play whoever ends up winning the Georgia-Alabama game that is on Field 2, not being televised. Do not have a score update on that one.
Yeah, he can't hold it when he's closer to the middle right there than he was.
All right, here we go. Cooper ready for the pitch. He swings and rips it right back at our crowd mic. Loud cling that you hear. Texas fans getting it in, trying to get Eli encouraged. And this one is hit right at the shortstop, who fires a pitch over to first base. Colton Thomas makes another solid play, and Cooper is retired on the line out. Paul Walker now stepping in, known as Paul Wall to his friends. Rising fourth grader at Pine Tree Elementary. The best part of baseball for Paul is catching. I could see it. Runner on first base with one out. This one is lifted out to right field, and nobody's able to make the play. The rare miscue for South Carolina in the defensively. Second baseman went out and gave chase, then finally gave up as it was just a bit too far for him, and right fielder was not able to come down with it. There's that strike thrown across the diamond on replay. So Paul Walker reaches. We got a little rally with one out going now. First and second, and William Wright, the first baseman, steps in.
Now batting, number 53, Blaine.
William Wright's favorite baseball memory is winning the World Series last year for this Longview, Texas team, a fourth grader at Christian Heritage, and he pounds one over toward the third baseman, who steps on the bag and then throws across. Wright able to beat it out. He is safe. So the lead out is recorded. Hayes is retired. Walker safely into second, and Wright reaches on a fielder's choice at first. Diego Escamilla, the right fielder, now digs in. His favorite baseball memory is backing up first and making the throw to second to throw out the runner in the last inning of a World Series championship game last year. That's a good one. Escamilla fouls off the first one. Runners at first and second with two outs here in the top of the second. A little bit more of a breeze moving from left to right now. This one's fouled off our catcher, it looked like. So Escamilla playing right field. Sounds like that was probably where he was playing on that memory of backing up first and then throwing out the runner at second in the World Series last year. Fundamentals. That's what you want to see out here, certainly at this level. Winners bracket contest here between two undefeated teams. By the time we get back here tomorrow, there should be 4 teams left in this bracket. This is going to be 2 of them. This one is popped up foul, and a nice diving play made by Noah Croxton, the third baseman, to end the inning. So Escamilla retired, and a foul pop out to the third baseman. We've played 1.5. Your score 1-1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. You are watching DYB Youth Baseball World Series action presented by Big League Chew.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com.
Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the second inning in order to help beat the heat that we've had here all weekend after the second and fourth, and if needed, 6th innings. We're having a mandatory 5-minute hydration break, so at the end of this half inning, we'll take a little bit longer pause than typical to make sure everybody is staying cool and hydrated as best they can in the middle of some hot action here. We've got South Carolina and Texas in an undefeated matchup here. J.J. Kennedy is the number 5 hitter, the first baseman. He lines the first pitch foul down the third base line in a 1-1 game. Second pitch is lifted into center field. No one's able to make the play. And a base knock to start things out for the second straight inning for South Carolina.
Number 1, Wiley Allen.
South Carolina was able to bring that lead runner all the way around the bases. A double that turned into a Little League home run. And that's been the only base runner in the game until just now. Now Wiley Allen steps in. Allen is a second baseman, made tons of great defensive plays. That one is laced foul. We had their earlier game for South Carolina against Georgia today. Allen made a lot of great plays in that one. Allen lifts this one foul as well. Almost a great play made by the first base coach down the line there. Allen is rising third grader in Buford Elementary. This one is hit just late again. He just got to start a little bit earlier to get that one in play. 3 straight that he's fouled off down the first base line. Best part of baseball for Allen is hitting, but he cannot wait to pitch next year. That one is hit right back up to the pitcher. I think it hit dirt, so it was not caught on a fly, and now is thrown around a little bit, so Allen will be safe. Kennedy. So they're trying to appeal just in case the pitcher caught that, but he did not, the best I can tell at least. I think we've got time here, so we're going to talk about it. Yep. So we're going to make sure, just to see, Texas is trying to say that it was a catch, but I don't believe it was. So runners at first and second as Allen ends up coming on.
The batter is number 2, Eli Hale.
So first 2 batters reach here for South Carolina, and Eli Hale steps in, the right fielder. Hale, known as E-Fly. His favorite baseball memory is winning the 8U state tournament in Orangeburg, South Carolina, as he hits it foul. He'll have another chance to take part in his favorite part of baseball, which, as we mentioned in his last game, I'm just reading what was written. Best part of baseball for E-Fly, hitting bombs for hot moms. I don't make it up, guys. How about a double play? Yes, it was a double play. A very slow, deliberate call there. But yeah, step on third, throw to second. Let's get both of the lead runners there. Hale reaches, but a nice play by the Texas third baseman. That's DK McLean. So Kennedy retired, Allen retired, and Hale stays on at first base. Carson Fell now steps in. 1-1 your score. Bottom of the second, 2 outs. This one is lifted just on a couple of steps onto the grass. And the Texas second baseman, Jordan Mann, able to go back and make the play. There we go. There's the grounder to third. Steps on the base and gets him by maybe a half step or so. Umpire takes his time, finally rings him out. And one of the better plays we've seen today made over there by McLean. All right, so we're going to take a 5-minute hydration break. We'll be back in just a couple of moments to catch you up on the action from around the bracket. You're watching DYB Youth Baseball World Series action presented by Big League Chew.
I think Big League Chew came out of the fact that I really loved baseball. It was the summer of 1977 when I first came up with the idea of starting in a minor league bullpen, just the dream of an idea. I love playing ball, and I love chewing bubble gum.
Big League Chew is one of the few bubble gums that has survived over 30 years, almost going now 40 years. It's an iconic gum that has always been associated with baseball, and so the two of them together just makes a lot of sense.
Sharing my ideas with my teammates, I probably drove them crazy with it, but the one idea gained a toehold. And the idea was basically, we don't have to be cool by chewing the other stuff. We can chew bubble gum, and if you shredded it and put it in the pouch, it would be even cooler because you could take a little or you could take a lot, and you could really have a lot of fun with competitions to blowing bubbles while you're just kind of killing time in the bullpen. I think the biggest evolution was moving the production back to the USA, and the Ford Gum guys have done a spectacular job refining the formula, making the gum even more fun than it's ever been.
We've come out with other flavors. We now have cotton candy. We'll be coming out with blue raspberry, and we also have come out in different forms. Any gum we make with the Big League Chew name has to have what we call bubble ability, and if it doesn't have bubble ability, the Big League Chew name doesn't go on it.
It's because of the love of the game that Big League Chew happened. And I think if I had to send one message, that's it. If you love something, somehow things will work out.
Now batting is number 1, Easton Winners. Up to bat now is number 27, Preston Poole. Preston Leonards.
1 minute remaining.
Welcome back as we're leading into the top of the third inning here, a hydration break here at Clarence Tart Memorial Park in Dunn, North Carolina. Big League Chew has always been about bringing fun to the ballpark. Diamond Youth Baseball is a perfect fit for Big League Chew. These World Series events represent the best of youth sports, and Big League Chew is proud to be part of the excitement, energy, and lifelong memories being made on and off the field. Good luck from Big League Chew to all the teams participating in this year's World Series events. Today's Diamond Youth World Series tournament broadcast is also being brought to you in part by the Texarkana Holiday Inn and Convention Center, your winning choice for comfort and convenience. Whether you're in town for the big game or just passing through, enjoy spacious rooms, an indoor pool, on-site restaurant, and friendly service. Make your stay a home run. Book your room today at the Holiday Inn in Texarkana, Arkansas, located at 5200 Convention Plaza Drive, Texarkana, Arkansas. Make plays at any position with Wilson A2K and A2000 baseball gloves, designed with long-lasting Pro Stock leather and trusted by elite players like Mookie Betts and Ellie De La Cruz. Visit wilson.com to learn more and find your next favorite glove. All right, well, we've got a good one, just as we figured that we would. 1-1 in the top of the third inning. Again, the winner of this one will play Virginia. Madison Heights, that is Goochland, Virginia, at 9 a.m. tomorrow. The loser of this one will play the winner of a game that is currently going on between Alabama and Georgia. Right now, that one is Alabama 5-1 in the top of the fourth inning. So right now, if things hold, the loser of this one would fall down and play Alabama in an elimination game, and the winner will play Virginia. But a long ways to go for all of these different games. So, top three. Leading off is Everett Sinclair, the 11 hitter in the Texas lineup. What do we got? We got a slight delay as our umpire talks out to the fans out beyond the right field fence. I think we're ready to get underway. Everything is copacetic. All right, let's play ball. Sinclair, this is his first at-bat here. Sinclair, also known as Jimmy, going into third grade. The best part of baseball, getting into pickles. Oh, that one is hammered back off the catcher. Looks no worse for the wear. That's our man Sawyer Lehman, who bats clean up for South Carolina. Someone's ripped off the mask, it looked like, but he's okay. He's a ball player. Swing and a miss for Sinclair. I got 1 ball and 2 strikes, says the umpire. Again, each batter will see as many as 5 pitches, but the at-bat cannot end on a foul ball. This one is hit down the line, and it goes foul. So for Texas, the scores have been 3-2 and 15-2 in pool play. And then in tournament play yesterday, 6-2 over North Carolina and 7-0 against Arkansas. That's a swing and a miss, and Everett Sinclair down on strikes. Jordan Mann, the second baseman and leadoff man, will come up now. Jordan Mann, known as J-Dog, goes to Johnston McQueen Elementary, where he's a rising 4th grader. Best part of baseball is playing with his friends. His favorite baseball memory is the first 2 out-of-the-park home runs in back-to-back at-bats in Hallsville this year. He hits one over to the second baseman. Allen unable to come up with it. And Mann is aboard with 1 out.
Number 2,
Dax Houghton to the plate. Hollywood Houghton, as he's known. Dax lifted a fly ball out to right field back in the first inning. That was caught. So looking for his first knock of the game here. 1 out and 1 on in a 1-1 game. This ball is skied over to the first baseman. Nobody's moving over there. So 2 outs now as we advance here in the third.
Number 13, DK McLean.
DK McLean now, the third baseman, digs in. McLean scored after singling back in the first inning. Decaden McLean digs in, a rising third grader at Parkway Elementary. He doesn't like that one. Big step, and he fouls one back off the screen. This one is hit through the left side, past the diving shortstop, and gets through the first outfielder. Backing up outfielder, able to throw it in. So we've got a stumble over at third base, and able to get back just in the nick of time. That's Jordan Mann. Almost got picked off there. McLean in to second base, and 2 men in scoring position now for TJ Jones. The Texas cheering section in full effect. 2 out, 2 on in the third inning. First pitch taken. Montgomery hit a double down the left field line in his first at-bat. Doing it again, this time we'd score 2. TJ digs back in. This one is hit down the right field line, just foul. His favorite baseball memory, TJ's, in last year's World Series tournament, hit a bases loaded triple to advance to the World Series championship game. I'll tell you, when I was out there last night, just for a couple of moments, the little bugs were giving me some issues. Wonder if that might be the problem with a lot of step outs. That is hit on the screws, but right at our man, Wiley Allen at second base. Can't hit it much harder than that. TJ Jones is retired on the lineout, so no runs come across. In that inning, we go to the bottom of the third, still tied at 1. You're watching DYB Youth Baseball World Series action live from Clarence Tart Memorial Park in Dunn, North Carolina.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Welcome back to a beautiful evening here. Hot, yes, but still picturesque here in Dunn, North Carolina. Sun just setting back to our right, back over behind first base. And it's a great night for a great baseball game. We're going to the bottom of the third inning here between 2 undefeated teams here in this tournament, Longview, Texas, and Lancaster, South Carolina. This is Division I action. Hope you're also joining us on our other stream. That's Division II, kind of the same game of 2 undefeated teams going at it. Over on that one, we've got Amelia, South Carolina, taking on Pineview, South Carolina. This one is lifted on the infield. First pitch swinging for Bryson Tyre, and retired on the pop out to the pitcher is Tyre. Grayson Thames now coming to the dish.
The batter's number 8, Grayson Grayson Thames.
This one is fouled off. Grayson, also known as Pop-Tart, going into 4th grade at Buford Elementary School. That one is a high one up and in and can't do much with it besides foul it off. Everybody's back ready. Pitch on its way, another high one. That one goes off of one of our light poles. Couple more pitches upcoming here for Grayson Thames. First at bat of the game here. This one is hit right back up the middle on a bounce to our pitcher. A quick and easy ground out there. Flip to first. And another nice play by the pitcher, Luke Hayes.
Number 4, Reed Blackman.
Reed Blackman, rowdy Reed Blackman. Best part of baseball is playing defense. He hits one that ends up foul. Hit fair territory, but bounced foul. As Hayes and his catcher give chase. Blackman gets another chance here. Talks to his third base coach. Rising 3rd grader at Buford Elementary, as we've got several different players going to Buford.
Now is number 0, Nash Scott.
This pitch again popped up on the infield. Pitcher goes over and makes the play. Boy, a busy inning, and up to the task is Luke Hayes as he records all of the outs. We go to the top of the 4th inning, still knotted at 1. You're watching DYB Youth Baseball World Series action, presented by Big League Chew.
Great coach. We need you.
Our kids need you. Motivate them.
Challenge them.
Inspire them.
Pay attention and know the facts.
Every injured youth is a loss.
So let this be our goal.
Our collaborative goal.
Our unified goal.
Our name is our mission. Coach safely. It's the mission.
It's the purpose.
Leading off, number 10, Luke Montgomery.
Top of the 4th inning now, as we are halfway through this one. Luke Montgomery stepping in to lead things off for the visiting Texas squad. Montgomery lined out to the shortstop on a great play. One of our plays of the game so far. This one is lifted right back up between the pitchers. Mount in the circle. Oh, a big collision there. Ball, was it touched? I believe it probably was touched before it went foul, so that's going to be a base knock. Reed Blackman there, the pitcher, going to make sure that he's all right after that collision. Coach just wants to make sure probably that the ball was touched there, as certainly he was retrieved in foul territory, but I think it certainly was touched in fair. Well, let's take a look at it as they discuss. Luke Hayes now digs in. We'll bring you the action. Yeah, certainly. He had it in his glove, actually, most of the way.
Did you see it just then? As soon as he starts it, wind up and drops it.
So Luke Hayes, the pitcher, steps in. A busy half inning for him as he lines one back off the fence behind us, or behind the plate. A 2-1 contest behind us on field 3 between Virginia and South Carolina. 6-2 is your score in your other Division I game between Georgia and Alabama. And do not have a vantage point on the fourth game that we have going on. Luke Hayes looking to move Montgomery along. This one goes down the first base line, foul. Hayes 1 for 1 on the day, singled to lead off the second inning. That was retired on a fielder's choice later in the inning. Believe this is the action pitch upcoming here for Hayes. And that one is grounded foul. One your score in the top of the fourth. 5-0 versus 4-0. This one is grounded to the shortstop, and a low hop goes right through the legs of our shortstop. Thrown quickly over to second base, but in safely is Montgomery. Luke Hayes is on, and a couple of misplays out in the field has given Texas life here in the fourth. Eli Cooper now, who lined out to the shortstop in the second, will try to keep the rally going. This one is a chopper to third base, runs over and tags the bag, and a throw across the diamond, 1 out recorded. The lead runner is retired, but Cooper able to beat the throw and reach on a fielder's choice. So 1 down and 2 on for Paul Walker, the left center fielder. Hard to track the ball for us up in the press box as it gets to be later and later here. Walker's got a little equipment issue, it seems like. Something going on with his left shoe, so we'll take a second. Maybe a little bit of a cramp, we're saying. So Texas DYB playing here today is excited to celebrate its 50th anniversary in the Diamond Youth Baseball program this year. From the smallest DYB state program in 1975, Texas has grown to be the largest. As we celebrate this milestone year, we honor the players, coaches, families, and communities who have made Texas DYB a leader in the Diamond Youth Baseball program. We'd like to congratulate them on this exciting milestone. Looks like Walker is ready to go now, and so are we. How about that? A nice swing put on it out to left center field, but the catch is made for the second out of the inning.
Number 24, William Wright.
William Wright now, the first baseman, steps in. His favorite baseball memory, winning the World Series last year. Fourth grader at Christian Heritage back in Longview. Wright reached on a fielder's choice in the second. Pitch fired in there and rocketed back to our chain link fence. We've got us a good one here in the winner's bracket. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That ball is inside. So this will be the final pitch of the at-bat. Pitch number 5 upcoming. Again, the at-bat can't end on a foul ball, of course. But pitch has got to be a good one here. And this one is lifted on the infield. Shortstop over to make the play. So that'll retire the side. Colton Thomas makes another fine play. So no runs come across here in the top of the 4th. We'll go to the bottom. Still tied at 1. You're watching DYB Youth Baseball World Series action presented by Big League Chew.
Great coach. We need you.
Our kids need you. Motivate them.
Challenge them.
Inspire them.
Pay attention and know the facts.
Every injured youth is a loss.
So let this be our goal.
Our collaborative goal.
Our unified goal.
Our name is our mission.
Coach safely.
It's the mission.
It's the purpose.
Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, tied at 1. Again, after this half inning, we will break for a 5-minute hydration break. Getting a little bit cooler now with the sun going down and a slight breeze in from left to right, but we've been having these hydration breaks all weekend long. It's still pretty steamy out there. Leading off is Creighton Eubanks with his first at-bat. Oh, my goodness, that was a close one there for a couple of our fans that were seated. I got 87 out there right now by my weather app. I'm sure everybody's will be off a couple of degrees off of that, but gives you the general idea of what we're dealing with here at 8:30 at night in the Eastern time zone. So that ball goes off of the pitcher's glove. Second baseman comes over, has time, and makes the play. So 1-4-3. Eubanks is retired for those of you scoring at home. And we'll roll the lineup over. That's Jaden Robinson now stepping up. Big Papa stepping to the plate. Favorite part of baseball for Robinson is hitting. Robinson scored the only run of the game for South Carolina as he skies that one foul. That run came across when he hit a double. A couple of overthrows where it's able to bring him all the way around home. And that's been it for South Carolina so far. That was to lead off the game in the first. This is a team that so far this weekend has scored 10, 14, 11, 9, and 11, and this ball is ripped and played on a bounce by the left fielder, so Robinson goes 2 for 2. Noah Croxton is the next man up. He popped out to the pitcher in between the circle and home plate back in the second inning. Robinson takes his steps off of first. Oh no, the ball is misplayed out in left center field. Took his eye off it as he was looking to see if he had a chance to double off Robinson. And now a little one-out rally going here for South Carolina. Runners at first and second now with one down in the bottom of the 4th inning. Colton Thomas, the stud shortstop here, popped out foul to the first baseline. And that one is played on a hop and quickly into second base. We've got bases loaded here for South Carolina. And the cleanup man stepping in. Just like you design it. 1, 2, and 3 all doing their job, and now Sawyer Lehman, the cleanup man, steps in. Lehman popped out to the second baseman in shallow right field earlier. I think that might be Dad right behind home plate. 1-1 your score, bottom of the fourth. Winner's bracket contest. That one is a high one, but it is hit right back up the middle. With the bases loaded, it'll go all the way to the fence. 1 run scores, 2 run score. Sliding into second for the double. It's a 3-run double. Lehman now will take an extra base, and time is granted. How about a bases clearing double for the cleanup man, Sawyer Lehman, to put South Carolina on top 4-1 in the bottom of the fourth. Texas coach asking for time. It is granted, and he'll huddle up with his team. Well, to this point, that's your play of the game. Let's check out the replay by Wilson. That ball is ripped. It's a high pitch, but ripped right back up the middle. A very smart job by Noah Croxton at second to stay on that base, make sure he doesn't run into the sure out. And there you see Lehman sliding in with a double. Throw goes home, gets past the catcher. Lehman will take third on the play, and what was a 1-1 game for so long has suddenly been broken open. A 4-1 contest in the bottom of the fourth.
Now batting number 23, J.J. Kennedy.
Been very impressed ever since we've seen South Carolina all weekend here. They find themselves suddenly in the driver's seat here in the fourth inning. J.J. Kennedy is the fifth hitter in the lineup, the first baseman. He led off this second inning with a single. This one is hit, a grounder over to third base. It is fired across the diamond. It is an out, but it scores a run as well. So now 2 down and clearing the bases as Lehman scampers home. 5-1 your score in the Division I winners bracket contest here between South Carolina and Texas. Wiley Allen now, the slight second baseman, rips one right back up the middle, but Hayes is up to the task to end the rally. So 4 runs come across. They come on 3 hits. There was an error, and no one left as we go now to the top of the fifth. We'll take a 5-minute hydration break to cool off a bit as we get ready for the last 2 innings in this one. South Carolina leads it 5-1. You're watching DYB Youth Baseball World Series action live from Dunn, North Carolina.
I think Big League Chew came out of the fact that I really loved baseball. It was the summer of 1977 when I first came up with the idea of starting in a minor league bullpen, just the dream of an idea. I love playing ball, and I love chewing bubble gum.
Big League Chew is one of the few bubble gums that has survived over 30 years, almost going now 40 years. It's an iconic gum that has always been associated with baseball. And so the two of them together just makes a lot of sense.
Sharing my ideas with my teammates, I probably drove them crazy with it, but the one idea gained a toehold. And the idea was basically, we don't have to be cool by chewing the other stuff. We could chew bubblegum, and if you shredded it and put it in the pouch, it would be even cooler because you could take a little or you could take a lot, and you could really have a lot of fun with competitions to blowing bubbles while you're just kind of killing time in the bullpen. I think the biggest evolution was moving the production back to the USA, and the Ford Gum guys have done a spectacular job refining the formula, making the gum even more fun than it's ever been.
We've come out with other flavors. We now have cotton candy. We'll be coming out with blue raspberry, and we also have come out in different forms. Any gum we make with the Big League Chew name has to have what we call bubble ability, and if it doesn't have bubble ability, the Big League Chew name doesn't go on it.
It's because of the love of the game that Big League Chew happened. And I think if I had to send one message, that's it. If you love something, somehow things will work out.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Now batting number 0, Cody Ross.
Welcome back. We are going to the top of the 5th inning as we're wrapping up a hydration break, likely the last hydration break of the evening. 4 games being broadcast here on Field 1, 4 more being broadcast on Field 3. For the most part, we've got Division 1 games happening on Field 1 and then Division 2 games happening on Field 3. That'll pretty much be the case the rest of the way. Only hiccup to that schedule is in the mornings when we'll play both of our semifinal games simultaneously between Fields 1 and 3. So let's go over the schedule a little bit. So the winner of this one between South Carolina and Texas will play Goochland, Virginia at 9 a.m. here on Field 1. The loser of this one will play the winner of Alabama and Georgia. That game is currently 8-2, I believe, in the 6th inning. So it's sure looking like Alabama will survive to advance to play the loser of this one. And again, both of those games are going to be played at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning here at Tart Park. In Division 2 action, you've got Virginia and South Carolina, which is happening right now. Currently, South Carolina leads 4-1 in the top of the 5th. The winner of that one will play Avon Park at 10:30 tomorrow on Field 3. And then the loser of that Virginia-South Carolina game is going to play the winner of the game currently going on between Tennessee and Louisiana. That one is tied at 3 in the 6th inning. So still anybody's guess how that one will work out. So again, at 9 a.m. tomorrow, both of our broadcasts will be of the Division 1 bracket, all 4 teams that are left remaining in that one. And then at 10:30 tomorrow will be both of the semifinals in the Division 2 bracket. And then we'll see where everybody lands after that and come up with a schedule from there. I just kid. DYB has it all under control. All has it planned out. Just a lot for us all to keep track of up here. All right, so back into our action. Texas finds itself suddenly trailing by 4 runs as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Diego Escamilla, the right fielder who popped out to third base previously, will lead things off. So this is the bottom two hitters in the order, followed by Jordan Mann here in the fifth. That one is ripped straight back to the screen and off of our crowd mic nearly. Little breeze blowing finally. Haven't seen a lot of that here this weekend. Texas pitching coach trying to foul. Oh, that one is lifted. A noisy strike, as they say. Lifted well down the third base line, but out of play foul. That ball is bounced right back up the middle. Shortstop gets dirty once again. That's Colton Thomas. Throws a strike across to first base. And the leadoff man is retired, 6-3.
14, Everett Sinclair.
Everett Sinclair now, the 11th batter in the lineup. Struck out in his first at-bat in the third. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. This one is lifted out towards shallow right field, and the play is made out there. Creighton Eubanks able to make the play.
Now batting number 27, Jordan Mann.
Jordan Mann now steps in with 2 outs and no one on. Texas needs a rally. They trail by 4 in the 5th inning. We'll play 6. That one is hit back up the middle, and not much to it. Colton Thomas able to come over and make the nonchalant catch. And we go now to the top of the 5th. Texas able to put up 4 in the bottom of the 4th, and they're right back in there. See the replay as Colton Thomas does a little bit of everything there. You're watching DYB Youth Baseball World Series action live from Clarence Tart Memorial Park in Dunn, North Carolina.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning with South Carolina coming to the plate. Wiley Allen will lead things off, the slight second baseman known as Peanut.
Is that Wiley or is that Eli?
Wiley Allen.
That's Eli, isn't it?
I'm sorry, that is Eli Hall. My apologies, off on.
Number 2, Eli Hale.
Eli Hale steps in. He just foul on the second pitch that he sees. So that one is official, I hear behind me. So Alabama survives in the elimination bracket as Georgia is sent home from the Division I bracket. So the loser of this one will play Alabama at 9 a.m. The winner of this one will play Virginia at 9 a.m. Both teams guaranteed to play tomorrow as we're in the winner's bracket. Left field comes in and makes the catch. What a play. Luke Montgomery, I believe, comes in and makes a great diving catch.
The batter is number 10, Carson Fell.
Carson Fell now, the left center fielder. steps in. He popped out to the second baseman in shallow center field earlier. This one is pulled foul. Thankfully, that goes off of the awning up there. You see the play, a great replay shown, presented by Wilson. What a play. That one is hit down the left field line once again, a better one, but still foul for Carson Fell. Carson Fell, known as Sea Dog. Favorite baseball memory is winning the 6U World Series back in '23. These teams have seen a lot of success, squaring off in a great game here tonight. This one is hit, a low liner there that the shortstop can't corral, fired into second base quickly. Throw to first, boy. A little bit wider of a turn, and that would have been an out. So Carson Fell on with a one-out knock. Now Bryson Tyre steps in. Tyre popped out to the pitcher earlier. This ball is lifted over the first baseman's head into right field. Ball is thrown in and handled by the shortstop. So, back-to-back knocks now. South Carolina knocking on the door, trying to add to a 4-run lead in the fifth. Texas really needs to get back in the dugout and get back up to the plate. And certainly can't dig themselves a deeper hole as this one is lined back up the middle. We're going to send the runner home. That throw is wide and allow the other runners to advance. So 1 run scores. That's Fail. Tyre moves on to third. Grayson Thames moves on to second. And South Carolina picks up right where they left off in the last inning. 3 straight singles. Let's take another look. Right back up the middle. The coach able to get out of the way. Pitcher dove for it, could not make the play. Throw home, unable to be corralled, and everybody advances. So a little huddle together from Texas. And your score is 6-1 now, a 5-run lead. South Carolina looking to add more. That's Reed Blackman now. Rowdy Reed. This one is chopped on the infield. Pitcher tries. The second baseman throws low, and first base is unable to corral the throw. Another run scores. Blackman able to beat it out. Still only 1 out here as South Carolina continues to put the ball in play and make things happen. Thames at third, Blackman at first, and Creighton Eubanks, the right fielder, steps in from the left side. This one goes into shallow left field. Shortstop gloves it, throws back over to first base, and we may have... Yep, he just takes off and throws home. Is the tag applied? He got him! Nice play to finally get out of the inning on a bang-bang play. And let's see if Texas can carry the momentum. They're going to need 6 runs to extend this game as we go to the top of the 6th. You're watching DYB Youth Baseball World Series action presented by Big League Chew. Top of the 6th inning upcoming. 3 outs remaining here for Texas. They've got to break out the bats here. Again, Longview, Texas has pounded out 3 runs in the first game, 15 runs in the second game, 6 yesterday, and 7 in their last game last night. They've only got 1 on the board here today. South Carolina is a great defensive team. They've made some plays, but the Texas bats just have not been able to make solid contact here tonight. South Carolina now with a 6-run lead as they look to put a stranglehold on this winner's bracket here. This ball is hit well to left field, but ranging over to make the play out there for South Carolina, I believe that is, I'm not sure who that was. I had 2 right fielders down in my starting lineup. So 1 man down. I'm sorry, that was Eli Hale, I believe. I had it written down wrong. Eli Hale, I believe, made over that play. Now stepping in is the number 3 hitter, D.K. McLean. 2 for 2 so far is McLean, and he skies one out towards shallow left field. And back a couple of steps onto the grass is Colton Thomas, and suddenly South Carolina 1 out away from being the only undefeated team remaining in this bracket. TJ Jones is the cleanup man. It all comes down to him, the center fielder. Takes the first pitch. He's 1 for 2 today, a double. Back in the first and line out to second base, back in the third. 2 pitches down now. Third pitch is low. McLean now gives a rip, and that's a base knock down into right field. He's going to throw out to first base. What a play! A ground out to right field to end the game, and that's the way you do it. Boy, South Carolina, and you see the Texas crowd standing up. That is a well-played game there from South Carolina. 7-1 to knock off an undefeated Texas team. And again, so we've been talking, so South Carolina is the last remaining undefeated team. Let's take another look at that play out in right field. That is hit on 1 hop to right field and a strong throw in. He beat him by 2 steps or so. That is a fantastic turn there from our right fielder. Let's see, I believe that was Jaden Robinson. Yes, the leadoff man, Robinson, out there playing in right field. So you see the sportsmanship come into play, shaking hands between the teams as Lancaster, South Carolina survives with a 7-1 victory over Texas. Texas takes their first defeat. I got a feeling that these 2 teams may be seeing each other again tomorrow as we look back on our USA Baseball Play of the Game. USA Baseball Play of the Game. It was the hit that broke the tie back in the bottom of the 4th inning. The bases were loaded for the cleanup man, Sawyer Lehman. 1 run scored, 2 runs scored, 3 runs scored. You see right there, he then goes over and takes third base on the play, and South Carolina never looked back from there, breaking open a tied game. So again, let's reset what we have coming up tomorrow here in the Division I bracket. South Carolina advances as the only undefeated team here. So the team from Lancaster, South Carolina will play at 9 a.m. here on Field 1, taking on the team from Goochland, Virginia. If South Carolina wins, of course, they'll play another game. If South Carolina wins, then Virginia is eliminated. South Carolina now, though, still has a loss in their back pocket, so they'll play twice tomorrow regardless. Texas, by losing, however, will play a 9 a.m. game as well, but that's going to be an elimination game between themselves and the team from Troy, Alabama. Texas and Alabama have not played each other yet. South Carolina and Virginia have not played each other yet. So that one is working out pretty well. Should be a fun one. In the Division II bracket, we don't have things finalized yet. But South Carolina currently leads in their game just like this one, the undefeated matchup, 5-1. So South Carolina leads 5-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Most likely, South Carolina would be able to hang on to that one. If that is the case, South Carolina, for both Division I and Division II, would be the lone remaining undefeated teams. That's an impressive thing to say right there. So the winner of that game, and if we hang on, maybe we'll catch the end of it, that will play Florida at 10:30 on Field 3. The loser of that one will be playing whoever won the Tennessee-Louisiana game, which I am unaware of who won that one. That will also be at 10:30 here on Field 1. So we hope that you'll join us tomorrow with a whole lot more baseball action. Hope that your team won. We wish good luck to everybody and a good night's sleep as we'll be back here tomorrow. Thanks so much for joining us here on DYB Youth Baseball World Series action presented by Big League Chew.